What is going on, guys? It's your boy Reality Spin. We are back here with another video. This time around, we've got two revealed characters. I am on the wrong one we are starting with, so you'll forgive me for that. But we've got our next two Snezhnayan characters revealed between Vesna and Vodyanitsa. Two very interesting characters. We know that Vesna is a Animo character. We know Vodyanitsa is a Hydro character. Vodyanitsa has me a little more intrigued just because of the fact that, considering everything that we currently know about Stellar Conduct and also Stellar Swirl, I am interested to see where she's going to fit into things. And kind of what she's gonna do, because if she's a Hydro character in a Cryo, Animo, Electro meta, I wonder if she's just gonna kind of be like a one-off unit. So, but yeah, both of these characters have been revealed, and they are both very pretty. I actually like Vesna's, her drip marketing is actually pretty good, compared to how she showed up in the trailer, like the original trailer. I wasn't really impressed with her design, but she looks great. I really like how she looks. She's giving strong, and I don't know, maybe I could be way off base with this, but the first couple times that I've seen her, I'm like Dark Magician Girl vibes. But you guys can let me know down below in the comments if I'm off base with that. But here we have Vesna. So we've got Riding the Wind, Subduing the Snowlands. I'm going to jump down here. Should you suddenly find the contents of my plate replaced with lemon slices or doodles drawn on the bottom of my teacup, don't make a fuss, rather turn a blind eye. The greater the reaction to these pranks, the more delighted she who hides in the shadows will be. Head housemaid Danica. Oh, that's not Ellen. Not Ellen Joe. Yeah. Cautioning the new maids of Zapoliarny Palace. Name Vesna, title Snowy Banquet's Sharp Blade. Commander of the Druzhna, Stellar Linchpin Animo, Constellation Amentum Vernum. Alright, let's see, what do we have here? In Snezhnaya, the clan name Strivoza, I think, probably something like that, is one of certain importance. This ancient Vila bloodline, which was already in existence long before Snezhnaya's turbulent early days, has weathered countless storms and earned countless honors over the years. Vesna is evidently worthy of the name. Radiant and graceful, she exudes effortless refinement and quiet poise. Well, at least most of the time. A veritable free spirit, she refuses to be bound by the norms of polite society. This can often lead to surprising antics. Sometimes she drives the train at such reckless speeds that all it leaves behind is a blur and a reprimand waiting for her at the end of the line. That sounds very dangerous. At other moments, she carefully, meticulously, scrupulously slips a chosen slice of sour lemon onto a colleague's plate. But no one would ever question Vesna's virtue or honor, for they come from her sword rather than superficial mores and gestures. The Druzhna is the blade wielded by the Tsaritsa herself, and Vesna is its keenest edge. Ugh, said that weird. Vesna isn't considered particularly old among the Vila. If anything, she is almost too young by half. In fact, when she first joined the Druzhna, she was known as the little lass from House Strivoza, though that title was soon forgotten as she started to speak for herself with her skills and accomplishments. By the time she officially took over as commander-in-chief of the Druzhna, the name Vesna already shone so brightly that people had forgotten the Strivoza that followed it. Interesting. Now, after generations, this formidable family name has found an even more formidable bearer of its legacy. Maybe for Vesna herself, her true glory lies not in her family name, nor in her remarkable talents, but in her own unwavering faith, for the Tsaritsa and for Snezhnaya. So it was in the past, and so it shall be in the future. Just like the ancient glaciers, no wind, however capricious, can change this. That was a cool little description of her. I am very interested to see. I haven't completed the Archon quest, so I'll thank you all for not spoiling. I started the first part. If you guys have not checked out my video, I highly recommend it. It's very funny how I ended up starting that quest. But yeah, I am interested to see kind of her dynamic with the Traveler, and kind of if she gives off a bit more of like a Farina attitude, if you will, where she's just like, oh, I'm just like so much better. Farina when we first met her, obviously not Farina now, but I am interested to get to know a little bit more of her personality. So I'm looking forward to seeing her in the story quest. And then of course we have a nice a nice little YouTube short here with her. Very loud. She looks good. She looks really good. I really like her design. I think it's really, really nice. Yeah, she looks cool. I'm also interested to see kind of her kit. I assume she's going to do a bunch of Stellar Swirl stuff, so that'll be interesting to look at. But yeah, that's Vesna. So she looks cool. She'll be one of the new characters coming out in the next patch. It'll also be interesting to see if she comes out first or second. So let's see. Next we have Vodyanitsa, Fleet of Form, Suite of Song. Excuse me. I will say, Lingering Siren Song, Prima Donna, I like that they did there, of the Korolevsky troupe. So she is the opera singer that we saw in the trailer, and she's very pretty. Out of the two characters, I'm definitely more interested in Vodyanitsa. I very much fuck with the design. She's Hydro, so that just naturally speaks to me a little bit. I find myself gravitating towards Hydro and Blue characters. But yeah, she looks great. I really like how she looks. So interested again to see where she kind of falls in the meta. But let's get to know our character a little bit more. Let's see what we got. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Oh, enough Paraskeva, I know. I'll hit those high notes, no sweat. And Xenia, I've already memorized your piece by heart too. I won't forget a single note, I won't. I just hit my microphone, sorry about that. Vodyanitsa talking to herself in the backstage dressing room. Name, Vodyanitsa. Title, Lingering Siren Song. Prima Donna of the Korolevsky. I wonder if does she have that kind of person? Gotta meet this character in the story. See what she's all about, because if that's the case, that's funny. Vision, Hydro, Constellation, Piscicula, Area. Alright, here we go. A long time ago in Snezhnaya, water imps dwelled all over the city. Some sang glorious melodies on the stage, while others cheerfully hummed light-hearted tunes through the streets and alleyways. Then there were the others who preferred to slip into the water, where they would lure curious passerby to the water's edge with their haunting, dreamlike songs, only to then suddenly leap up and splash the unsuspecting onlookers full in the face before vanishing, giggling back beneath the surface with the flick of their tails, leaving their victims floundering between anger and laughter. So she does give off kind of Siren vibes. And I just saw the Odyssey movie, which if you guys haven't seen it, highly recommend it. And that just paints a very like morbid picture of sirens, but she's a good one. She's a good one. But as time passed, the stages and alleyways of Snezhnaya quietly lost their singers, and the melodies beneath the waters, carried by unseen currents, began flowing soundlessly toward a distant silence. People began to whisper uneasily among themselves, wondering if those haunting songs from the deep might drift away from them forever. Then, one morning, people learned that Vodyanitsa was still performing on the stage of Korolevsky Theater, as though the days of old had never faded and the joy of bygone times had remained just as it always had been. Hardly anyone knew why she stayed, nor did anyone dare ask her to her face, unless they were prepared to never secure another interview with Miss Vodyanitsa ever again. Interesting. Maybe she had stayed on in order not to disappoint the audiences who so adored her singing, or maybe she was just unwilling to exit that dazzling stage. Or perhaps there were other reasons significant enough to make her swim against the current, nice, even if it meant bidding farewell to her own kind. But for Vodyanitsa's audience, delving into the answer to that question is utterly meaningless. The only thing that matters is that they can continue to listen to the captivating voice of the water imp. Of course, if you want to be swept away by her song, standing tickets, sorry, but we don't sell those here at the theater at the moment. And no, we don't allow our patrons to bring their own chairs either. That's funny. crack the doors open a little, the draft would leave everyone inside freezing. My apologies, but the theater isn't hiring any day cleaners at the moment. First, you need to get a ticket. Alright, so someone trying to scheme on tickets. But yeah, that is Vodyanitsa. Again, another character that I'm interested in to see how her kit's going to work, what she's going to do, who she's going to help. Considering she's a Hydro character, is she going to be like that last slot on like a Stellar Conduct team that, you know, yeah, it's just going to be weird. Because if she like applies Hydro, it's, you know, is she going to buff? Is she going to heal? Like what's... I'm very, very interested in this character. And I'm definitely more interested in her than Vesna, like I mentioned before. So interested to see who comes out first, whose kit kind of... what their kits do and all that good stuff, so we'll see. But yeah, Vodyanitsa, honestly, both of these characters look great. Vodyanitsa, Vesna, they both gorgeous characters. Let's check out the little YouTube short on Vodyanitsa. The singing from the trailer. Very pretty. Yeah, she looks great. She looks great. So, again, those are our two new characters, Vodyanitsa and Vesna. Let me know down below in the comments, who are you guys more excited for? For me, it's Vodyanitsa. I will say Vesna has a little bit of, like, let me see what she does, and then I'll make a decision. But I'm definitely getting Vodyanitsa. Vodyanitsa is... I need to add her to my collection. So... let me know what you guys think about the characters down below, and I'll catch you guys down there. And as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the other videos that we have on the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, everyone.